What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be checking out how to take the Eurostar train from London to Paris.
So this must be the one that goes in the, what's it?
Channel Tunnel.
I wanted to say Channel Tunnel. Yeah, the Channel Tunnel.
Yeah, we looked at a video about
the Channel
Tunnel, but we've never seen the Eurostar train itself and the trip itself. I'm super excited for this, guys, because it's just really interesting how you have this high-speed train that goes under the water, basically.
Right, underneath the ocean.
Yeah.
All the way to Paris.
Yeah.
And in a new country.
Yeah.
You just pop up on the other side of the new country.
It's kind of crazy when you think about that. And I'm sure when it was originally completed, people had the same thoughts. This is incredible. But now
it's just like, you know, everybody's used to it.
People got used to it. It's probably expensive, I'm guessing. I don't think this is probably a cheap trip. I think, yeah, because like there's only so many trains that can go per day, obviously, through the Channel Tunnel, and so I'm thinking this is probably a fairly expensive trip.
But do you think it's cheaper than flying?
I don't know.
Welcome back to RixTrips. We'll be taking the Eurostar from London to Paris. A little over 2 hours, and just an hour longer than taking a flight. Let's start off with the Eurostar ticket I bought on raileurope.com. You can get them several places, but I choose raileurope.com, and it only costs $148. Now I was staying at the Crown Plaza, King's Cross, and walked to the King's Cross and St. Pancras stations. It was cold. At least it wasn't snowing.
Look at that. Oh my goodness. That is beautiful. Yes.
Wow.
Wow.
So this is in London.
That.
Going from London to Paris. Okay, so maybe that's what I was thinking of. To get to just France from the UK.
Yeah, but you're going like into the country.
If you're going into that's, I never even thought about the fact that you start there, but it doesn't just end right at you get to France. Okay, we're here.
Right, you get out.
You could go further on.
Right,
okay, that makes sense.
That is an incredible train station, though.
It's
like beautiful. That is magnificent. It really is.
Anyway, the walk to St. Pancras was easy, and I hope you like this video. And if you do, smash the like button and subscribe. The beautiful brick structure surrounding the train station is actually the St. Pancras Renaissance Hotel.
Oh, that's a hotel.
Okay, that makes sense.
This is where I get the Eurostar.
Yeah. Wow.
New Yorker.
Look at that.
And that's where I'll
see the roof
for the Eurostar. I'm about 2.5 hours early. According to that sign, I have the 14:31 departure, and I could get in line at 12:45. But I had time, so I decided to walk around the station.
What is that?
Yeah, some cool things in there. But I really wanted to get over to King's Cross and check out that station too.
Wicked.
I had plenty of time.
Yeah,
is that the movie?
From
or
St.
a theater
Pancras,
show?
To Gatwick.
Trains to airports.
And King's Cross is right across the way, so
you can go right to the airport.
I'm going to try to find platform 9 3/4.
9 3/4.
Harry Potter. And there it is, platform
maybe he's
9
Bostonian.
3/4. Look at all the people.
Oh goodness.
What is she doing?
There was a lot of people having a good time getting their picture taken, and I hope to come back there one of these days, and especially with my grandson. I think that'd be awesome. What a trip.
Oh, look at the Christmas tree.
King's Cross Station.
No wonder it's cold.
There's Christmas tree. Platform 9 3/4. Everybody's lining up to get their picture taken on the way to Hogwarts. We were selling tickets to a Chinese dance show. That looked cool. Well, it's almost 12:45. Let's go get in line. Okay, it's open now. Wonder if you can get food back there. This is where you can print your ticket. We'll see how it works. Now, I didn't have to print my ticket because I had it already, and there was a scanning barcode there, which I could have scanned, but I just like having a ticket in my hand. I always feel more secure. Voila.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It's right outside the
departures. What's that say over there? Eurostar.
It's filled up fast, so I'm glad I'm here early. If you get a premier ticket, you get a short line. Or any line. I just got a plus ticket, so I think here is where I need to go. And I got on early. That was great. Well, this worked out good. I was in line for the 2:30. Figured I'd have a long wait, but they said anybody who wants to go on the 1:30 can go free. No change in ticket price. So now I'm looking for coach 14, seat 28. Before I agreed to exchange my ticket, I made sure that I got the same class, so I got my meal. The only thing is I didn't get food before I got on the train, but I got a meal.
Really?
That's cool. I mean, I guess that makes sense because think about when you fly. But how long was this? Like
2 hours.
2.5?
Yeah, like if you get a meal.
On a 2-hour flight, I don't think you get a meal.
No, I've been on 2-hour flights and you get maybe a bag of peanuts.
I wonder what the minimum flight length is to get a meal.
So I'm curious. I'm really curious to see what this quote-unquote meal is going to be. Is this like a bag of chips or crisps? Or is this something more substantial?
Yeah, like an actual...
2 hours, you wouldn't think it would be, but...
Welcome to St. Pancras Station and the Eurostar. Coach numbers are on the sides of the door there. That's 7, so I got 7 more to go to get to 14.
Good math.
Look at that. Eurostar Cafe is in coach number 8.
Eurostar Cafe.
6 away from me, so I'll get a tour of the train. And I love being in stations where I can see other trains.
That'd be cool.
I just love trains. It's a big part of my family history. I am almost at the very front of the train. Cool.
That's pretty nice.
Look at tracks.
You got a little table or desk.
Oh, wow.
That's nice.
Wait. Everybody gets their own individual seat instead of having 2 at a time
like a row
together?
Of people. Probably, I don't know. Maybe it depends on what car you're in.
Yeah, or if you got first class versus regular.
Yeah.
Wow. Coach.
Wait,
there's
coach,
2.
So.
There's 2 seats.
We will be walking to the train, so feel free to ask any questions.
Oh, he picked a backwards seat.
Would you rather sit forward or backwards?
Probably forward. I'd be worried I'd get queasy if I...
Be aware that our train is fitted with very sensitive smoke detectors. Smoking, including vapor or electronics, are strictly forbidden on the go. Bon journey. Our cafe hostel in coach number 8 and 9 are open. Our cafe hostel located in coaches 8 and 9, the middle of the train. Our colleagues are looking forward to serving you. On behalf of the whole team, I wish you a pleasant journey with Eurostar. Mesdames et messieurs, bonjour et bienvenue à bord d'Eurostar.
I think it was about 20 minutes that I was on the train before we hit the tunnel.
Oh,
I was going to say, why is it dark all of us?
For about 30 minutes. They do have Wi-Fi on board.
That's what it was.
Okay,
30
so
minutes in the tunnel itself.
Which is from the UK to Paris.
Or to France.
Yeah, France. Sorry.
Yeah. So our Wi-Fi uses 3G and 4G, means the speed can vary along the way. If you do lose connection, you'll be automatically reconnected when the signal picks up again. I do wonder how the internet would be under there.
I don't feel like it would be good.
I don't either. You're in this like long tunnel.
I don't even see how you would have any, but maybe.
How would you feel? Would you feel claustrophobic being in this tunnel?
I wouldn't like it, to be honest. Mostly because I know I'm under the ocean.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it is what it is. I could deal for 30 minutes.
Well, you're under the channel.
Yeah.
You're not going under the Atlantic. You're going under the English Channel.
But it was extremely slow a lot of the time. Right there, the sign says they get 3G and 4G. And if you're disconnected, you'll be automatically reconnected once the signal is found again. Anyway, at least it's free.
Yeah, true. If you're paying, it'd be a little
And once
annoying.
we get out of the tunnel, all of a sudden the Wi-Fi started to work pretty good. So that was good. Then it was time for lunch.
Oh, wow.
What?
Hold up.
That is the meal you get?
Dude, that is... Oh, my goodness. That's crazy.
I mean, that alone would be worth not taking a plane.
Dude. Okay. Is that wine?
That looks like quality.
Does he have wine?
Yeah, it looks like it.
A roll of some sort that looks really good. I have no idea what this is. And then this I don't even know what
that
this is.
Like
but
a dessert. Like
what,
a little...
What, this thing over here?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like something with coconut, rolled in coconut, doesn't it?
Man, that looks like fresh food.
Dude, that looks like first-class dining.
Salmon? What is that?
It kind of does look like salmon.
Wow.
Maybe it is. I believe that might be salmon. This looks like salmon and potato. I don't know. Cabbage.
Is that grapes?
No, I think it looks like edamame, like that, like the soybeans type of thing.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
This looks kind of like some onion or something over here.
Pickled.
That looks really good.
Looks fresh and delicious.
Wow. Okay, I did not expect the Eurostar train to be serving that type of food. I thought if anything, I didn't know you would get food. Like I'm surprised you even get food at all. Like, but that's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Lunch was fantastic. With salmon and a salad and some bread and a really nice dessert and a nice little bottle of wine.
It is what I thought.
Internet, it was a good time to look
That's
for
great.
directions to my hotel. Now let's sit back and relax and enjoy the ride to Paris.
Wow.
So this is France now.
Yeah, I guess so, because they're outside the tunnel now.
Yeah, that'd be a fun little trip.
Yeah, it would be.
Beautiful countryside.
Find plug sockets. Look how fast he's going.
Yeah, true. It doesn't seem like it, but then when you try to focus on something.
Yeah, that's wow. Yeah, that's really fast. I know the Eurostar is a really fast train.
Well, I could tell we were going to Paris, so I figured, let's go get something to eat.
Oh, you can actually go to
In the bistro bar.
a bistro bar.
They have quite a few selections in there, and it's very affordable. I always love going there.
Okay, this must be a smoother ride than I was thinking to be able to like.
Probably.
Yeah, like it seems
a
like.
bottle of champagne.
I think it is. Yeah.
On
Yeah.
a 2.5 hour journey.
A bottle of wine
Pop a
for
bottle
your
of
meal.
champagne.
Yeah.
And another thing I always like to do before I know I'm getting to a train
Pretty clean
station
bathroom.
Yeah.
is visit the bathroom.
Much more
usually
spacious than an airplane.
Have at least
Yeah.
one bathroom on every car. And they're very clean
Oh, in every car.
and very spacious. A lot more
I
spacious
was wondering about
than
that.
on an airplane. Always have to show an
Spacious.
obligatory photo of the bathroom on a train.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
I hope
nice.
you enjoyed my journey on the Eurostar. Hope you enjoyed taking it with me. I love taking the Eurostar. Just like I love taking all trains.
That was really interesting.
It was. It was a much more pleasant journey, it looked like, than I expected.
Yeah, I think I would really like to take that. Now, I preface that with the fact that I am a bit claustrophobic.
Yeah.
So
As
thinking
long as I
about
think
spending
about it.
30 minutes under the English Channel in a tunnel seems a little bit.
But I mean, 30 minutes isn't that bad.
I can do it.
You can do that.
I want to do this because
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
this would just be a fun experience.
Put on a movie in your headphones and like.
Well, if you can get internet while you.
No, you could download the movie ahead of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like I think this would be really interesting. It'd be fun, and I am blown away by the meal
Quality
they
of
gave
the
them.
food.
Yeah, I
yes.
would have never guessed that. And you've got some sort of
crazy.
cafe you can visit to get other types of stuff while you're on there.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
That's really cool. I just it's so interesting to me that like because we don't have this access to go from here to like just go to a completely different country.
Right.
Now, we could go to Canada, you know, if we drove up there, or if we lived right across the border.
But not on a train.
But yeah, what I wanted to get at is that I feel like the difference between the culture in the UK and France is
it's so vastly different.
It's much different compared to Canada and America have a much more similar culture, I believe, than the UK and France. Now, let me know
there are differences, but
no, of course, but let me know if I'm wrong. If you guys in France and the UK are much more alike than we would think, I don't know. But here, the U.S. and Canada, you know, we speak the same language, and like they
speak French too, though.
No, I know, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The Canada
Overall.
and the U.S. tends to be very similar, I believe, compared to the U.K. and France, and it's just really interesting how you're able to basically go to a different culture. It's just a 2-hour train ride under a tunnel under the English Channel. That's crazy to me. It's just mind-blowing what human ingenuity
it's pretty
can
cool.
create.
That is pretty cool.
But the train ride itself, I think would be really fun. It seems smooth from what I could tell.
I feel like what we saw before, wasn't it cars? Like driving your car onto the train.
And we really didn't get to see them like chilling.
It was not the same vibe.
No.
I would much rather take this. But the car is... Do you think it's cheaper or...
I don't know. But in the car, they basically are like in these little, well, they're train cars, but it's like almost like you're driving your car into like a little warehouse.
Parking garage.
Yeah, or something.
Thing.
Yeah. And you just sit there. But yeah, during that, we didn't get to see any sort of like this. We didn't get to see what the experience was of what it's like to ride on the Eurostar. So yeah, I think I would like this. What do you think?
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah, even though you're claustrophobic?
Yeah.
Could deal with it?
Yeah, I could deal.
You think Sophia would like this? Mm-hmm. You think she would like the going under the tunnel part?
I think as long as you don't make a big deal about it.
Yeah.
She wouldn't even.
Yeah, she wouldn't even know. She'd be like, oh, nighttime. What's happening? Yeah. Anyways, guys, let us know in the comments if you've rode on the Eurostar. I'm guessing that
a lot of you
probably have at this point. What'd you think of it? What'd you think of the food? Because that's something that's kind of blowing me away here. I didn't expect that. But again, we are very new to trains. This is something we have very little experience with. I've rode an Amtrak a handful of times a long time ago between
just rode a local train,
North Carolina, Florida, and yeah, you've just rode a local train a couple of times, which go like 10 miles up the track or something. But yeah, so we have very little experience to say the least. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for stopping by. Please click that like button. Feel free to drop your comments or suggestions about this video or others. And don't forget to subscribe to continue to follow us on our journey to discover anything and everything about the UK and Ireland. Until next time, guys. Peace.
Bye.